I'm Daniel Guest, and welcome to the Imagine Golf Podcast brought to you by Imagine Golf and PXG. You can go to our site, imaginegolf.com, see all of our offerings, including our free drills, our practice plans, our golf ebooks and videos, or to book a lesson with me at our state-of-the-art studio right outside of Philadelphia, or virtually anywhere in the world through our partner at golfliveapp.com. And you can sign up for free tips and videos that go out once a week, every week, by simply dropping us your email. So here it is. Today is Friday, and on Friday we go over the infamous, I should say now, famous. I don't know about famous yet, but hopefully famous soon. Friday 4, where we go over basically how you could, tips, strategies, techniques, you name it, on how you can score better or play better or both, right, in 4 minutes or less, starting now. And today's a real simple one, but it's a highly underrated one, man, and is simple as the title says, man. Play the right ball to lower your scores. And I can't say that enough times to people. Play the right ball to lower your scores, right? I'm astounded how many people could care less about the golf ball they play. Or they play a myriad of different golf balls, right? Golf balls they find all over the course. Golf balls they buy used golf balls online. They buy used golf balls in egg cartons at a local pro shop or whatever. And look, I guess in the scheme of things, there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're trying to save money and that's part and parcel to what you have to do to be able to play the sport. Then I would support it. But that's the only way that I support not getting fit professionally and playing the right ball. And here's why. It matters. Let me say that again. It matters, right? I'm going to start with women. Women that play men's golf balls, on average, increase their score by 10%. Point paragraph. That's it, right? So if you want to play better, even just 10% better, ladies, play the right ball, all right? What is the right ball for you? Any ball with a low compression. And by low, I mean probably under 80. If you're a plus 10 handicap, and most women are, they're probably on average about 15, right? Play a compression that is between 40 and probably 60. How do you know what compression is on a golf ball? Well, you just look it up. Right? There's this crazy thing called the internet, right? Interweb, as my son used to call it, right? And just look it up, all right? Strixon Lady comes to mind. TaylorMade makes one. I forget the actual name of it, but there are plenty of them out there, all right? And they're not all colored, by the way. So for all you ladies out there that don't want to play a pink ball or a yellow ball or a green ball, there's plenty of them out there. But why it's important? Because compression is a factor around how much the ball compresses at impact. And I always use the analogy of tennis. If you ever watch tennis online or on television and they show the line calls, when someone questions the line calls, you can see the tennis ball compresses. It's not a circle when it makes its shadow when it hits the line. It's elongated because it compresses. A golf ball does the exact same thing to a lesser extent. And if you can't compress that golf ball because you don't have enough energy in your shot, if you would, right? Then the golf ball, the energy inside of the core does not release and the ball will not go far. And by the way, it starts to spin more, right? Not positive spin around the greens, spin more. So it goes left or right more, all right? Men, if you're over 60 or forget that. If you have a slow swing speed, if you're swinging around 80 miles an hour or less, you need a low compression golf ball. And for men, that's between 60 and probably 80. All right. And if you swing fast, man, you're around 100 plus miles an hour, right? You need a high compression golf ball. So Titleist TP or a Pro V1 comes to mind. All right. TaylorMade TP5 comes to mind. All right. So, and there's nothing expensive about getting fit for a golf ball, right? So if you're thinking you have to spend a ton of money on golf balls, you're wrong. All right. But you do have to do some research. So we had a whole podcast on just this actual topic in great detail, but in 4 minutes or less, just simply pay attention to the golf ball that you're playing, all right? We are not fans at Imagine Golf of used golf balls. Why? Because you have no idea how they were used, right? So one could be, hit 3 times and landed out of bounds and someone found it. One could be hit 3,000 times and landed out of bounds, right? One could be in the water for 5 minutes. One could be in the water for 5 weeks, right? If you think those golf balls play the same, you are wrong, right? There is no debate about that. So in 4 minutes or less, here's the tip of the day on Friday. Get fit or play the right golf ball for your current golf game. That's it. Get fit or play the current golf ball for your game. That's all we have today on the Friday 4. Thanks for listening to today's podcast. And always, thanks for tuning in. hit the follow button wherever you get your podcast, and be sure to check out our site on MagicGolf.com. And you can follow us on all the social media platforms, including YouTube. We just revamped our YouTube page. It's killing it out there. And as always, here's to getting you the game that you've always imagined.